Yo, you know what it is. You know what it be. One of the livest podcasts on the planet, the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Once again, I'm your host and the man behind the mic, Ksapp. And today, we got a new episode. We're going to bring it to you. So just stay tuned and we'll be right back. And we're going to kick it right off. And we'll be right back.
In the glory.
Yeah, what the hell?
It was like something in that thing, and that's the camera. That's
the camera?
That's the camera lens. Yeah.
All this shit testing and shit.
Make sure you kick it out. Okay.
You don't think it's the lens?
Nah, I've been up here testing and running shoots. Everything been fine.
I was like, every time we get ready to go, try it.
Bullshit.
It's the devil.
No, you trying it today.
Right. Because you don't want to drive. You say it?
I've been testing this thing for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been up here. That's why I was like, ooh.
Damn.
I thought it was my eyes. I was like,
that shit just went blurry.
Can you click it back on? It might just.
can you look at it without going?
It's not working out.
All right, man. Appreciate that, man. Had some technical difficulties, but we back in the building. Once again, I want to appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Once you come in the stream, just go and share it out to your friends. So what we're gonna do today, we have an email list. We got a couple emails that came in, but we can't read them all. We're gonna read about 2 of them on this show. And then we'll get back with it on the next show. So, like I said, but before we get started, it's been a long week. So everybody's back in the building. So how y'all doing?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Huh? You got a lot to talk about?
I ain't got nothing to say today.
You ain't got nothing to say, huh?
Not yet.
That's a surprise.
Yeah,
right?
that's a surprise, man. He must not be drinking that Remy.
Yeah.
I want to rock.
You want Ciroc?
He get quiet. He quiet on the Ciroc.
Quiet on the Ciroc. Yeah. But like I said before, we always get started, man. You know what I tell the DJ? DJ, kick the beat.
Yeah. Simply ball dropping. What's up, family? Ksapp, we up. Ain't no stopping. I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve, making you haters believe I'm the MVP. Ask Mr. V and R&B, they do all sports, rather it's on the field or the court, from the arena to the ring. What? You want to swing? I rope a dope like the one on this boxing theme. That's a punchline. I'm the greatest of all times. Got something on your mind? Hit us up on the line for that round table talk. Ask B Hunt and Sheena and Ksapp too for their views on our dudes. Marriage Chronicles for you lovers. Oh, I'm married to the game. The championships, the only time I wanna ring. Ksapp, the man behind the mic. Check 1, 2. It ain't a rap until I say it's a rap. Just fall through, pull up the hottest pod smoking. Yeah, I got you open. This freestyle brought to you by James Ford. Paid promotion. Yeah, simply ball dropping. You know what time it is. Pull up, chop it up with your family, man. Ksapp, what up?
And now, your host of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, the man behind the mic, Ksapp.
Yeah, shout out to my man James the Fourth, man, for putting the intro together, man. I appreciate that, man. Just a quick shout out, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man, and appreciate you, man. Rocking with me, man. So we're gonna get this started off, man. Like I said, we got an email list. It's at the bottom of the ticker. We got the Simply Ball Dropping hotline. We got the email where y'all can email us at ask.us@simplyballdrapping.com. And it's kind of funny when I put the email out there, we got some, responses and stuff. Like I said, we can't read them all, for people that, that emailed us. we will get to you, but there was two that stood out, and there's one that we're going to let Sheena read it off, and we're going to start the show off by that before we get off into today's topics. Take the floor, Sheena.
All right. Hello, everyone. All right. So this is from an anonymous sender. She said, I am a 40-year-old single and divorced mother with 2 kids, both by my ex-husband. I met the perfect guy, good looking, financially stable, and he checked all my boxes off on my list. We went on a date, and he told me I checked all his boxes on his list as well. He is dating to be married, and so am I. The date was going perfect until the conversation came up about our kids and their ages. He told me he had a 13-year-old son. I told him I had a 13-year-old daughter and a 5-year-old son. He then told me he didn't think I had a child that young, and that was a deal breaker for him. I asked why, and he said my son would need all my attention because he is so young. I tried to reassure him that that wouldn't be a problem, but he insisted it would be. So he got the check and paid for our date and told me he enjoyed our time and sorry it didn't work out. What should I do?
Wow.
So,
child.
So, I mean,
Well,
what would you do in this situation, Kenisha?
I mean, if it were me, I'll start. Because if it were me, just off top, I would not entertain him because he's pretty much made it clear that he's not open to one of my kids.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that's a deal breaker.
Mm-hmm.
If you say anything remotely like, towards a child that I already have, like you feel in some type of way, apparently it's a deal breaker for him. And he never said it. And I'm thinking in my mind, all right, both of you guys have 13-year-olds. In his head, he's thinking, okay, well, they're a little bit older. They're going to be, going into high school. They older, but a 5-year-old, kind of still in that baby stage.
Yeah.
So I have to step up and raise this child. Do you want me to step in as a father to raise this child?
Mm-hmm.
So if I were her, I would just say, I'm good. I wouldn't try to change his mind, persuade him, talk to him about it more or anything. I would just be out.
You want
Nah.
try to be his friend,
Nah.
try to show him, hey, it's good.
Nah. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't.
I agree with you, though.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I
agree
mean,
with you on that.
I agree with
tough.
you wholeheartedly. I mean, as a man, but taking up for the women, I ain't gonna say taking up for the women, but from a woman's point of view, I can see where y'all coming from. If I was a woman, I would good riddance, man. I couldn't. That wouldn't work for me.
If you were a man,
Yeah.
and you had a 5-year-old little girl and the 13-year-old, and the woman told you that.
And this
You know,
woman,
what
she checks all your boxes.
all your boxes, though, remember.
Hey, but
checks
it don't
all
matter.
your
It's vice versa. I mean, I can't agree with the women and then can't agree with the man.
Yeah,
If y'all flip it, I
Mhm.
mean, I'd still have to. I mean, it's more out there.
Yeah.
It's a bigger pond out there,
Yeah.
and it's more fish out there.
Yeah.
So just gotta
Well,
keep exploring.
Even for the woman, now, remember she's a 40-year-old.
Yeah, let's bring it up to this day and time.
Exactly. Now
It's
remember,
gonna get a little bit harder.
she's 40.
I know it's
divorced.
a little bit harder
Yeah.
as you get older, but at the same time, I'm still. I mean, that's like, that's one red flag stepping into it, because that's a challenge that you got to get over from the start.
Because is he saying that he does not want to be with her because of the child? Because he's kind of like, because my child not going nowhere.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So that's non-negotiable.
right.
We can't negotiate it. He can't go nowhere. He's here. You either love him or be gone.
Right.
Period.
But one thing I can say for that guy, what I can appreciate as a woman, he told her that off top.
Yeah.
Like he didn't, just try to go along with it. Try
Yeah.
to get a little
He
something.
could have got some cheeks.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
And
But I
then
think he
got
put
our
the ball.
feelings involved.
He put the ball in her corner.
Right.
Like, it's something that you got to ponder. It's something you got to think about. Do you want to
That's
move
right.
forward?
Dude, yeah.
Well,
She
she
tried
can't
to
move forward.
reassure. Yeah, she could.
She tried to be
Sound like she tried to
reassured.
reassure him. Probably
Yeah.
tried to tell him, it wouldn't be a problem, but I guess
Yeah.
he didn't want to. He didn't want.
I mean, what would you do in the situation?
Oh, Me, oh, deuces. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just like that. I mean, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
even though he checked off all my boxes, because I'm like, Kanisha, my child not going nowhere.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to keep trying to show you that my child is not a problem. Not to say he's a problem, but I'm not going to keep trying to show you that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
So
He wasn't willing to stay around and try and see if it was going to be a problem. He automatically assumed that it was going to be a problem.
Mhm.
So Mr. International says something seems to be left out. Is there underlying things with the son that he needs more attention or something?
No, I don't think.
Well,
they
I
didn't say
mean, I
anything.
think the underlying thing. I mean, it's not an underlying condition for us going like the kid retarded, but it looks like just straight up, dude don't want to
That's
be
all.
around them younger kids.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's all that she said.
It's kind of like
in the
it's kind of
email.
like I
He
don't.
just,
I don't. Not to say he don't have his son full time.
Yeah.
So when I get ready to go to Puerto
Hawaii
Rico,
or something?
Hawaii, well, you can't go.
I'm thinking he's thinking long term
Yes,
too.
because he's if
Traveling
he's dating to
and-
be married, then he's already trying to.
Because at 40, I'm not knocking anybody who's older and who's having children, but at 40, a 5-year-old, that's a little young.
Yeah.
You know,
It's-
at that
it's a little
point,
heavy.
you need to be at a point in your life where you with somebody who's already in acceptance with your child.
And then y'all
Or
enjoying
you-
your life.
Right.
Yeah.
And you going with the flow. Because to me, kids shouldn't be a hindrance.
right.
You know.
Mhm.
So I feel like she can find somebody better, girl. Who else? Look, anonymous out there, you can find somebody better.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well,
I-
well, let's
I
not
don't know.
just.
I feel like
Someone.
I feel like
I
she
think
can
she
find
can-
somebody
she-
who will accept
Right.
her child.
Yeah,
Yeah, strong.
It's more fish out
Yeah,
there. Now
it's-
I know
it's strong
her fish are
possibility.
gonna be limited,
Right.
but it's something out there.
I just hate the fact that you know what I'm saying that she has to be limited because of that.
Right.
Because I guarantee you, her divorced husband, if she divorced or whatever, he's probably going on with his life.
Right.
Yeah.
It's easier for him.
It's so
to
easy for him.
go on.
You know what I'm
versus her.
saying?
Yeah.
So
But I
it's
wonder
just
if it would it be flipped?
Because she got the baggage. She got the
She
kid.
got the kid.
Right.
hey,
That-
don't
that's-
say bag.
I didn't mean to say that.
Don't
I'm
say
sorry,
baggage.
women. I didn't mean to say that.
You say
yeah, I
baggage,
know. Yeah,
it start with a
yeah.
B and it goes to Burton.
Yeah,
you don't want to
yeah.
you don't want to do
Y'all
that.
want to do that. Nah, but y'all just. She, that's what I
No,
was.
but seriously, I
Yeah.
see what you're saying.
I say that on all of them about women. They always have the kids, so it's difficult. See, that man got a divorce, he can move on easy. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not. I ain't gonna say he's not a full-time father, but he's a father, but he don't have the kid full-time.
Right.
You see what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And that's the difference, man. And it's unfortunate, man, that y'all women got to go through that.
Me
man.
personally, I think they got them 2 kids, and she go find a husband, get back with his dad. Come back home. No.
But I
Try to
mean,
make it work.
Make it work.
try to make it work.
They get
I
remarried.
mean, I ain't saying settle, but
Because I mean that's what she would be doing if she
oh
settled.
yeah, if she go back,
If she, either
way she'll be selling.
you gonna settle, because I mean you could get into, like you said, they could have gotten serious,
Yeah, he could
Oh,
have
he
got.
gone beyond
He
that.
could have got what he wanted. After,
got
if
into
Yeah.
it.
but he was
And
a
then
real
her feelings
grown
would have
man
been
about
hurt
it.
at that point, and then it would have been harder to.
Or he could have told her right then and there, hey, let's go half on the check. But he paid the check.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Which-
it
That's
was
tough.
it really would have been gone.
Right.
it wasn't a total loss. At least he paid for dinner.
I know,
Yeah.
but a
I just hate
situation
I hate
like
she
that is
lost
tough.
out.
Yeah,
'Cause
she lost out.
like I say, he
checked all the boxes.
Yeah.
both of
And
them
it's
checked
crazy
each other
because-
boxes.
Yeah, both checked the boxes until
Yeah.
they talked about the age. They never mentioned the
The
age.
age.
Right.
So she
until
said initially in there that she had 2 kids.
she told him but he didn't know
The
that she had that
ages.
the ages.
Oh, gosh.
See, this is what I want to know. Anonymous, if you out there
Okay.
watching or
Mhm.
looking, I mean, you can. I mean, if you don't want to let yourself be known, you can email us back and see if we kind of helped you out along that. But
Mm.
I mean, lady, there's more men out there. I mean, you don't have
It's
to
not
settle.
that. It's not that many.
I'm not selling. It's not that.
I'm
many.
not selling no dreams. I'm telling
Yeah.
the truth. I'm here for the
So,
truth.
so
Yeah.
and I'm gonna ask y'all guys this. So in that situation, would y'all kind of be like him? Y'all okay with 13-year-old because the kid is getting 13 or 14? Is that younger child really like a
It shouldn't be. That shouldn't be a
It's
hindrance, though.
coming from where me and Kareem come from, it shouldn't be. But coming from this day and
Yeah.
time, it's a possibility.
And depending on his age, like Megan
Yeah.
said,
Right.
they didn't mention his age. If he
I'm
if
guessing
he could
maybe
be like
around the same
50,
age. Oh, well,
if
I'm
he
thinking
if he's older,
if he
then
got a
ain't-
13-year-old, 14-year-old like
probably
her,
around her age.
I'm gonna say he's anywhere from 40 to
40,
45,
Yeah, gotta be
At
at
least.
Yeah.
and he's looking to date to marry.
Like he want to get married.
That's a key
And
point too.
Yeah,
That is. Yeah.
and if and in my perspective on that too, if I were him, I'd do the same thing. I would be like, I ain't fooling with no 5-year-old.
Yeah,
I mean,
I got one 13-year-old.
I gotta respect the
one
honesty.
foot out the door.
You gotta respect
Yeah,
the honesty.
That's what I said. I respect that. Like, good.
He still was a
And I'm
gentleman.
like you. I get it because y'all got to think a 13-year-old like he's okay with, but a 5-year-old, the kid may be in kindergarten or maybe want to start kindergarten.
Yeah, no.
So you got.
I mean, that's a lot of
Think about
laying up
how
watching
old you gonna
Netflix.
be by the time that
But
baby
you gotta
graduates.
understand something. In the day's time, these
They take a lot
5-year-olds, man, they grown.
But they
You know what I'm
still
saying?
take more
I know
attention,
they
you
got
know?
take
We
a
talking
lot
about
of
You can't
Netflix.
just jump up
I
and
know.
go.
We still talking about
Can't leave
Netflix
them
and
at
chilling.
home.
You know
So
what I'm
y'all,
saying?
so
And-
basically, what y'all saying, y'all trying to agree with the man then?
no, we're not. I'm just saying he didn't do it wrong.
No,
Yeah,
he
he don't.
definitely
He
did.
definitely did.
I'm not saying I'm not agreeing with him. I understand his
Understanding him.
perspective. Now, I understand his perspective and her perspective,
Yeah.
because if it were me, if I was the woman, I was.
Does she
like,
have the right to be
deuces.
salty about it?
No, I don't think she should be salty
No,
because
I'm
should
just
be-
saying, does she have the right to?
no,
I mean, she has the right to feel a
She
certain
can feel-
way
yeah, feel
because
like
that's
she-
just.
Because she looking like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You gotta look at women so emotional. She got her feelings involved just that fast.
Yeah.
She checks all her boxes.
yeah.
That means when I get back online to find another dude, he's not gonna check out my boxes.
Exactly.
But I got somebody to check out my boxes.
Right.
The only thing is my 6-year-old son.
Yeah.
5-year-old son, whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Ooh.
But can she deal with that? I mean, if she
She can't deal with
that,
it no more.
I know,
He
but I'm
already
just
got
saying-
his
But
right.
what I
Exactly.
should say, if she pursued,
But if
it,
she
she'll
pursued
try.
that and she tried, it's always in the back of her mind. You know, he feels this way about my younger child,
Well, y'all
Because
know what?
he's not.
But what if she kept trying? It's just a maybe if she kept
and
trying,
he came to
he
Mhm.
came around.
came
and,
around.
That'll work. I
And
think.
start seeing that.
But to be honest with
she
you,
got help
I-
with this
Mhm.
child.
I almost
It's okay.
think that will work because,
Yeah.
I mean,
But
she made an effort to try and show him. I understand the human side. You were like, girl, don't show that nigga shit. He don't want your
Yeah.
child.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, but
yeah,
sometimes you got to fight for what you want.
Once they put something
After
out there like that,
yeah, it's kind of hard.
it's almost like I wouldn't even want to deal with you romantically or even want you in that way, even if you
It's
did
gonna be in
want
your
marriage.
mind.
Now,
Yeah.
now maybe I don't know, just throwing it out there. Maybe in the next couple of years, maybe he may. I don't know. Maybe
Well,
maybe
you-
something
you-
different.
You
When
still,
the-
you
when the
still
baby-
talking about what she said? He was established. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was
financially
financial stable. In a couple years, he's not gonna be in the market no more. He gone
Okay, well,
because he's dating to be married.
because he's
so
dating to
yeah.
be married.
But what if he
He's
runs
out.
into situations like that down the line when he stumbles across another chick
mhm.
that she checks all his boxes, but he's in the same situation
It just-
because he got a younger child.
It's just enough to keep going
Peace.
on.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
enough women.
it's
yeah,
enough
it
women.
is.
I'm
It is.
sorry.
It's tough.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a hard
And the thing
situation.
about it, the reason why I say it's tough, man, because we trying to give her advice. My advice would be like, oh man, it's tough. I mean,
My advice is if you like him, he check off your boxes. She compete. Go
so-
for it. Go
So you
for
think
it.
she
Go
should
for it.
try to
try to pursue it and
pursue
see.
him?
I say go out. Go
even
for
if this man doesn't.
That's
say
a
it?
conversation they had, and like I say, we all came from that place where we had our, you know what I'm saying, non-negotiables.
Mhm.
But it changes once you get to know a person sometimes.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But it, maybe I say compete.
So your advice is to compete.
He check all the boxes off.
I don't give a darn. He not checking them. He telling me he don't want no young fry my child.
I just say just don't give up. Shit.
Yeah, don't give
No,
up.
I
I
say
mean,
don't give
I
up.
would say don't give up,
On
but
him.
it's gonna
You
be
saying don't give
on
up
him?
on him
I just say still be his friend.
and see
You
how
gotta
it goes, 'cause
bend over backwards for him, but shit.
maybe.
But you ain't got too many people gonna be straight up with you either.
Yeah.
You know.
What's your advice, Kanisha, as a woman? What would you tell her?
it's tough.
Oh, I mean, my first. I'm going with my first gut.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Mhm. So you'll tell her, hey,
Just, I mean,
on
just
to the next.
Just tell her
Back up.
just
because first I would have a couple of more questions as far as how deep and what he really said, because the email
Right,
only
it's
telling
coming.
so much. I
Right.
need to know. I got a couple more questions.
right.
Gotcha.
So is he open to it? Did he just flat out say no? Is he just kind of like he
It might be
on
a
the
problem because
fence?
it might be a salty taste that he dealt with from a
Right.
previous relationship,
Yeah.
whereas it might not work like that in their relationship. So I say
But it
kind
sounded
of
like he ain't trying to.
Yeah,
because
that's
he
true
needs
too.
to it.
when it comes to children, y'all know how. And when it comes to my kids, it
Yeah,
really
that-
ain't no.
Yeah.
So
and-
would that
and-
discourage you, like him being up front from the start? Would that discourage you from what he said when you're trying to move on and you think down the line you were running
No,
into
it
another
wouldn't
situation?
discourage me because you got to respect it.
Yeah.
You got to respect. You got.
I gotta go with his honesty though. He
Yeah,
been
I
there.
mean, honest.
Yeah, you must
I
definitely
wouldn't
have
be
to respect
upset with that.
He wasn't
as
interested.
well.
Like Meagan said, he wasn't interested. Case
Mhm.
closed. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
I
saying? You got to
wouldn't
move
want-
on.
So our advice, we got one advice, Brandon saying compete.
I say compete a little bit more.
Yeah,
Don't
say
give
get
up
out.
on it.
Yeah.
She say get out. You
Mhm.
say face
Yeah,
get
I
out. Cause y'all women,
Yeah,
and I'll
move
get
on.
it.
Yeah,
You
move
know.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I agree with B. I mean, I wouldn't give up. You know what I'm saying?
Completely.
Because that's like they both check off each other's boxes, but it's just
Yeah.
one obstacle that you got to get over.
It's a possibility
That's
they
a
can
big
get
Yeah,
through
and
it.
like you said,
It's a
you
big
know,
one.
it's an obstacle,
Yeah.
but like Sheena said, maybe if you put in that time, he might,
They might
you
get
know,
to
it
start.
might, you know,
Mhm.
work
They
out.
say,
But
"Oh, that's not
but how
so
much
bad."
time do you spend in indulging in that?
Exactly.
That's true.
Saying,
Mhm.
Maybe the next date you should take him out and talk to him some more.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So
Y'all opposed to that?
Shoot.
He was a respectable gentleman.
Yeah.
Paid for the
Y'all,
date.
y'all giving him too much.
Maybe
I'm not giving to, but you gotta. But
Baby, he ain't
he
getting
was
that much
being
more time
real.
from me.
like some people,
So
sometimes people can't accept the
he
truth
was
though.
real.
all I'm saying is because we still missed the key point. And she verbally said he checks all my boxes.
Right.
I don't care, except for my child.
No, I think you can go farther with it. You know, like maybe invite him out for a coffee. Hey, you know what you doing? Let me come bring you some lunch. Let's
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, get out there and compete a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't give up.
But girl,
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's my opinion.
hang in there, girl, like that.
Yeah, hang in there, anonymous.
Listen,
Like I said, if you
Anonymous.
don't want to show your face or want to be named, like I said, you can email us back and tell us what you thought about our advice to you. But we try to, it's tough, but don't give up, man. Your dream is out there.
Last thing I said with that, she 40 now,
Mhm.
so she might be 45 before she get
And-
another man to check
and
off
then-
all the boxes.
And then I see what you're saying.
I just say
Close that,
compete.
and I see what you're
I
saying
just-
because her time clock is ticking.
Yeah.
But don't let that count her all the way out the game.
we
Just
don't count
because
out the
she's
game,
40.
but she gonna have to log back in and go back to her home.
You gotta log back in.
I know.
She's gotta log back in
She
and go.
do.
So
She
why
gotta
not
go ahead
compete?
and turn that clock
Why not
back.
compete for the one that checks all
Hey.
your boxes?
Man,
That's all I'm saying.
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But
she better pray on it.
We're gonna take this. Look, take this to the Lord.
Yeah,
take it to the Lord.
yeah.
Take it to the Lord in prayer.
Take to the Lord. All right, take to the Lord.
All right.
Anonymous.
Well,
All right,
anonymous,
we got-
man, we covered that for you, man, and
All right.
hopefully that helps you out in some way. But we wish you the best. So moving on, we're gonna read another one off that we got emailed to us. We'll let Ksapp Bird take care of that.
All right. So this one says, my spouse and I have been married for 10 years and we have 3 children together. He has always been the sole provider in our relationship per his choice. I've wanted to work to contribute, but he insists that I stay home in my role and take care of the home and kids. This has been a topic in our marriage now for years, and at this point, I feel like I do not have a voice. It has caused my self-esteem to become low, in which case I feel like we are just going through the motions for the kids. Should I stay in this marriage knowing I am not truly happy? Because I do not want to be a single mother with 3 children. I need suggestions, please. Signed, Anonymous.
Wow. Hey, I'm gonna start that off.
I'm
gonna let you get no.
It's simple.
I'm gonna let you
No,
do.
you go
But
first, Ksapp.
this is what I want to say. That email right there. I ain't trying to put nobody on blast or anything, but that sounds like somebody that you know.
Really?
Yeah. So they
Wow.
emailed that. So
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
that sounds
Shoot,
like
we gonna
one of
talk
your
about that after
sounds
the
like one of your friends.
Okay.
It's gonna
Situations,
be a
man.
post show, but we're gonna give a pre-show
You know what
right
I'm
now.
saying? So I probably know where that email came from. So
Okay.
that's just me. But go ahead, B, take it away, man.
Oh, I'm gonna say straight up. Keep your husband, keep your family, go get you some counseling because it seems like she got some self-esteem issues more than anything.
Yeah.
And that's something that another man, leaving her husband, children, they can't satisfy. She need help.
She need help.
She need help.
But okay, let's just say this because a lot of people, we've talked about this before. A lot of people stay in marriages for kids,
kids,
which I
okay.
think that is the craziest thing
No,
ever.
yeah, you shouldn't do that. I'm sorry.
Because at any given rate, you're not helping nobody with that. You just going with emotions, like she's saying. And if you, first I would suggest counseling.
Yep.
Try to definitely do that. I mean, exhaust all of your options before you just say, "Hey, I'm out. I can't do it." But you 10 years in, that ain't no
2 kids, 3 kids.
Yeah,
I ain't saying FTK them kids.
Yeah.
You know, but all I'm saying is stay.
Yeah, I mean, you
fight,
got a lot.
fight.
Yeah,
Just fight. Do a little bit more fighting.
Yeah, I agree.
So everything's just boiled around kids now. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this?
It is because
They're not a burden. Don't worry.
I'm not saying that, but it's
Don't
like
do that. Don't do that.
it's basically, if you look at the world and look at
Everybody
what
got
the events
kids.
that are happening in situations and relationships, it all comes back to the kids.
People staying for the kids.
I mean, I'm not saying that people are staying for the kids, but some of the kids are deal breakers in some of these relationships.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know.
But they blessings.
Exactly.
But
So
why should a blessing break a relationship?
man, we need to find out.
Okay. All right.
That's
I'm
what we
just
need to
saying,
find
if you
out,
just look-
man.
because
We got to do a case study on that.
Yeah, you look
Because
the word
kids-
blessing up.
because people get
Starts with a B.
It ain't no K. It ain't kids or children.
It's blessings.
It's blessings.
Yeah,
Starts with a B.
right.
Blessings.
Blessings just thought to be.
Yeah. But I mean,
almost
it's
like y'all put. Because at any given time, I believe that the kids normally come up front before the marriage. I mean, most mothers, most fathers, when they have kids, whether they're biological or not, they pretty much put those kids first.
yeah.
As you should, because at the end of the day, that's who you got to protect. I get
Right.
that. But you got another human being sleeping next to you every night.
Right, most definitely. You can't forget that you have a spouse.
You know, you're gonna forget.
But
It's human nature to forget.
so what's your advice to her?
To her,
Mhm.
she go get. I just said it. I'm
Go
simple.
get counseling.
Go get
Go get counseling. And stay with your husband. Do not
Okay.
leave.
So the
Don't
counseling,
leave him.
so on the counseling part, when you say go get counseling,
Yeah.
what type of counseling should she seek? Like
Self-esteem,
build up her
self-motivation.
self-esteem,
She need a life coach. She need all that shit. Like for real.
all wrapped up in one.
All wrapped in one.
So you think it's basically she got some self-esteem?
She got self problems because at the end of the day, they've been married 10 years.
10 years.
This shit been working for 10
You
years.
got 3 kids.
Now it's you trying to find your place in the world.
Mhm.
You should have been finding that punk ass shit. No, seriously.
Yeah,
No, for
I'm
real.
with you.
You know,
I'm
so
with you.
therefore, I mean, no.
So
She been
in a,
that's
sheltered. She been sheltered. She been
Sound like she
Take
been
care of
Hold on.
sound like she been well taken care of.
So
taking
when
care
y'all-
of that. But to me, well taken care of and then not having a voice to me is not
That's
being.
not.
but
I
women,
don't like that.
but-
I don't like the fact that in these traditional roles where they feel like, okay, yeah, I'm making the money, I'm not working, you stay at home and you do this, but don't feel like you can just tell me what to
You
do
gonna do
all
what
the
I
time.
say.
You're gonna do what I say. Nope, be quiet. Shh, hush.
Mhm.
You can't. No,
I mean,
what
I'm
I say
making the
goes.
money.
it's not.
I make the money. I
The
make
thing
the
about
decision.
it, you shouldn't look at it that way. If it got to that point, then that's something they both need counseling.
Right.
Go, learn how to
Marriage
communicate.
counseling as well.
so basically,
But-
when you,
Go
I didn't mean to
ahead,
cut you off.
go
So
ahead.
basically, when you say shelter, is it being sheltered by her husband?
Yeah.
She's not
Mhm.
able to experience what's
Yeah,
out there.
just going out because she's at home all the
She's
time,
at home
babysitting,
with the
the,
kids.
babysitting the kids.
3 kids.
She don't get a chance to go out and really do anything. She has other.
But she's been dealing with it for
wanting to
10
work.
years.
She's been wanting to work.
She's been dealing with it for 10. But she's been dealing
But
with
she
it for 10
probably just
years.
been dealing. It probably had to
But
make
see,
her
that's the
habit.
problem.
She's
She's been
going
dealing.
through the motions.
That, but see, that's the problem that we have in
relationships.
relationship
The
period.
communication.
You want it all.
Yeah.
Well, no,
You can't have it all.
What you mean?
Why you
Why,
can't
why
have
she
it
wanted
all?
it
She
all?
want it all.
What is it
You
she
got first of all, you got the White House picket feet. You don't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got your kids.
Okay.
You got your
So
husband.
she's supposed to just shut up.
I
she
mean,
got
I didn't say shut up. But what
Mhm.
I'm saying is they learn how to communicate.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, you take her out that situation. What she
Uh-huh.
gonna want?
What?
A husband.
She gonna want that same thing.
If you put her on a 12-hour shift, taking care of them fucking kids by herself, she gonna be crawling back to her fucking
Yeah.
husband.
If she's out there by herself doing that without that husband,
Or she's gonna have to settle
We're not
for
Yeah, he's not
or-
doing nothing in the house with her now.
because he's too busy out there.
He out there making the
Evidently,
money.
he out there.
he
You
providing
can't,
for her.
you can't have it all.
But
That's
hell,
what- it goes back to you can't have it all.
You can't have it all. Why not?
You can't have it all.
Right.
The dude out there working to provide for
Yeah.
3 kids.
Uh-huh.
She don't work. So
He
the
take
bulk
care
of
of the whole household.
Yeah, I think it's a,
I
I
hope
think it's
they,
a communication
and I hope they don't stay in
is what I think.
California. Then,
Yeah.
well, the cost of living is high. So the dude got to
Because-
make so much money. It's ridiculous.
Because I know people, I know people who have been stay-at-home moms. I have friends who've been strictly stay-at-home moms,
Like I
and
said,
they
that's
love
like-
it. And I
No.
love, and I know, and that's a damn job.
It
When they
sure
say that
is.
ain't no
But
job,
imagine
that's a whole
something.
job.
I know that's a job, but at what age is that?
I probably would say between 35 and 40 on up.
Okay, because that's what I'm saying. You know how you can start off where you got a good husband, he take care of everything, and you a stay-at-home mom. Like you say, that's a job, right?
Mhm.
So then they go to doing this job.
Mhm.
Women have this thing that click in their mind like, I'm tired of looking at these fucking walls, these kids. I need to do something with my life.
Of course.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like they lost
But
their
at the
purpose.
end of the
Right.
day,
Other than
you
that,
Right.
and I
don't
get
have
it.
anything
As a
to
human
do
being,
but
I get
take
it.
care of these kids and clean
That's all
these
you
clean
can
this
do.
kitchen and have your food ready when
Right.
you get home.
But at the end of the day, that's what you signed up for.
Yeah. But she did say, per his choice, she wants to work. Apparently,
she
she
actually
has a
wants to
career or she wants to do
Well,
something.
maybe
within-
her going to work is going to conflict with what he got going on now. I've been working. I've been doing this. My system works.
For 10 years.
Mhm.
My system been working for 10 years,
Mhm,
which is my system. I say the word my, but our system.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
been working for 10 years.
Well,
We 3 kids
I
in.
feel
Now you
like-
got
I
now
feel
you want to
like-
go to work?
let's
I feel
rework
like-
the system a little bit.
Right.
Let's go
I
back
feel
to
like
the
there's
That's
a
the-
compromise.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
That goes back to you
Bring
can't
that
have it all.
in.
Yeah.
That goes back to you can't have it all.
But you
Let's
still can have it.
compromise.
You rework the system. Let's
give me a
rework
little
the
bit.
system.
So what we got-
Maybe
You can work-
maybe
if I
part
work, you
time.
can work less.
Maybe
Okay,
I could
make
do a
it
little
less.
something. Maybe we can get bring somebody in to help me
Help
with
with
the
the
kids,
kids.
so I can maybe work
Who
20
we
hours
gonna
a
bring
week.
in?
Mom, maybe your mom.
a
It could be
sister,
a mom.
a nanny, or whoever.
The mama them they had them fucking
The
kids.
mom may not, but maybe the mom want to be involved.
Maybe
They
that
wanna
man
do
don't
it.
like the mama or whatever the case may be.
Well, that's
Don't matter.
communication. Let's talk about it.
Right.
And we're gonna come
So
to a compromise.
look, let's
so
go.
we can
Let's go
rework
get
some
somebody off the
things.
street to raise our
It's not gonna
fucking
be off
kids.
the street.
How we know these now?
That's what we're gonna talk about it.
For the last 10 years, this should be working like this.
It's been working for him.
Yeah.
Maybe it's been working for him.
It's been
That's
working.
what
It
she
was
heard.
working for her until
Okay.
she wanted to change it.
I mean, it's been
Now
working
it's
for
not
10
working.
It's been working
years,
for 10 years.
But now
but
it's not
3
working.
kids in.
but she might feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
She like all like Megan said, she wants a voice.
Exactly.
She just wants a
Just give her
voice. And if she can't voice her, displeasures or what she wants, and like Kanisha said, I feel like she's being sheltered. Like he got her sheltered. Like
Yeah.
She
She
needs
don't-
counseling, and then she need to go get it for herself first. Then they need to go get it together
It's a marriage.
and learn how to communicate.
Yeah. Well, it's
Because it seems like she just have a
Yeah.
self-esteem problem
Because
and
you-
she want to be heard.
But in situations like that, sometimes her man, sounds like he's set in his way.
Sure is. That's what it sounds like.
I ain't gonna lie.
And it's
After-
not. And it's,
after
and
10, yeah,
After 10 years,
it's like
if
That's
either you
repetition.
take this or you out. Just like
Exactly.
Megan says, it's not about having it all. She wants a voice. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. No, I'm gonna have a voice. I don't care if you making a good. I don't care if you're a damn billionaire.
Me
I
I'm gonna
agree.
have a voice.
I would want my wife to have a voice, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? But if whatever I got going on, and we've been on this for the
I'm
last
gonna
10
respect
years,
what you're doing,
and it's
but
been working,
compromise.
I'm gonna hear her voice
Compromise.
out of respect. I'm gonna hear it.
Yeah.
And not saying it's gonna change
But
my
you know-
mind because it's been
right.
working for 10 years.
Right.
Like I thought you was happy for the last 10 years.
Okay, now she
Mhm.
coming telling you she not.
She not. So,
So-
what you gonna do
Yeah,
about
that's
that?
it. What you gonna do?
what changed though? Like
Time.
Her-
Time brings
no,
about
no,
a change.
She changed.
Time change.
Because
Time
guess
change.
what?
Like
Women
time.
change.
You're right, time.
Women change. Men don't change like women do.
Mhm.
That's
Women
a
change,
fact.
I'm sorry. And we all know this.
So,
They stuck in them ways.
so the lady asked at the end, should she get a divorce or not? What you gonna tell this woman, man?
I'm gonna tell her no.
I
for
mean,
the
no,
divorce.
I wouldn't go jump to a divorce right
Mhm.
off. No,
She wanted,
but
she
I
want a
know that
divorce.
you don't know what she's been going through and
She need
struggling
counseling.
with.
Yes,
She's probably been talking
counseling.
to
I
her
think
friends
counseling.
and
Yeah.
so I think she definitely needs to talk.
It's
to
a strong
somebody.
possibility.
Yeah.
She's a housewife. She got the kids. She probably got a nice house, got kids, nice little soccer mom, van, whatever. And then when she log on social media,
Oh, goodness.
she see her friend them out
Yeah.
having
Having
drinks,
happy hour.
having
She
happy
wanna
hour.
go.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's right,
but
girl.
Yeah.
I want to go to happy hour too.
Well,
Why I can't go to? You
once
got free
again,
will. You got
once-
free will.
once
I
again,
know
you,
it be
When you
hard
you
to
can't
get
have it
out.
all.
I knew he
I don't
said
give
Once
a
again,
damn.
you can't have it all. You gotta at the end of the day, you as a grown
I
person,
think
you
you
gotta
can
make
have it
your
all.
mind up.
You
You have to
You
communicate.
can have
have it.
some of
You
that.
can have
Yeah.
it.
I think it went on too long. 10 years?
At this point, they
Yeah.
just both of them need counseling.
Right. And
She
but
need her
it's
first.
been an ongoing.
She needs separate
conversation.
counseling.
She need her counselor, separate counselor first, and then
Because-
they need to go together.
Yeah,
And he might need
get his own.
he need to go get his own
Because
too.
it sounds like he may be a little bit controlling. That's what it sounded like.
How's that man
It
controlling?
sounds like it.
It
She
sound
don't
like
have a
it
voice.
sound like a man
It sound
taking care of a woman and 3 kids. That don't sound controlling. That sound like he handling
nothing
his
she
business.
gotta say.
I mean,
He
yeah,
sound
Yeah,
like
come up
he
with
sound like he handling
control.
his business.
he handling his business,
He
man. But
handling his
And
business.
see, but there's what a fine line drop. There's a very
it got to a
fine
point
line.
where she don't like it. No
It's a
more.
fine line
Change.
between taking care of the house and being
Yeah.
It
controlling.
is.
Because when you give all those cards over to a man like that and they stuck in them ways and he traditional as hell,
She should have
ooh,
after you had child number
he
one.
ain't gonna give you no voice.
She
back.
shoulda
I'm
got-
telling you.
After
Yeah.
she had child number one, she should got back in the gym, got her body right, went back to work. And
Girl,
went to
that
work.
girl body ain't
We
right.
don't know what she looked like.
No,
Her
no,
body
I'm
Girl,
saying.
right back
Her
in.
body-
No,
Body's
what I'm
right.
saying to
Send
keep
your
her
picture.
self-esteem up.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
No, to keep her self-esteem up.
Why do you think so wrong with self-esteem first?
Because she said she don't have a voice in her own house.
That don't mean that's not a problem with self. That may not be self-esteem. She just want to be heard. It don't have to be self-esteem.
I want to be heard.
Yeah.
Somebody come to me and say, I just want to be heard in my own house.
Because
Oh,
go ahead. I was gonna say because I can say something. I can say something, and I feel like Kareem ain't hearing it. He heard me, but he's not comprehending what I'm saying, and he's still on his level. So in my mind, I would say I feel like I don't have a voice, but that's not telling me that I'm.
So
I have
at
low
that
self-esteem.
point in time, something's wrong with Kareem comprehension skills, right? That y'all telling me.
Well, yeah. If she
Okay.
gotta talk- yeah.
So my thing is this. If something wrong with his comprehension skills, that shit been working for the last 10 years. Your ass ain't on the street. I'm sorry.
You stuck on that.
I'm sorry.
You stuck on that, bro.
Brad,
And I get it, and I get it, and
I gotta go.
get it.
I gotta go with him.
Ability, I get that.
I gotta go with him. I'm sorry.
Brad, nah.
You sound like a man that's stuck in your way.
Yes, you very
But,
traditional
hey, look,
right
And
now.
but
sometimes
I know how to
things have
communicate.
change.
I know how to communicate with my wife.
You do.
I'm not him, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Up under his household, his wife hasn't worked for the last 10 years. They got 3 kids. Seem like they healthy.
Yeah.
Seem like she healthy.
Yeah.
Seem like everything going good.
Yeah.
But
She ain't say nothing.
But she ain't got a
Brad.
voice. That's the only
Yeah.
problem. She ain't got him.
Whatever.
I
Well,
mean,
Brandon,
it's tough.
because she want to know. Be honest. This could be advice for her, and the man needs to know this too. Tell him he got to hit her later. Let's be
Of course,
honest.
yeah. Everybody wants a voice. Like
And
here,
if something's not working,
he don't give a fuck because they've been working for him
But
for
he
10 years. I'm sorry, man. Like
he
y'all
should.
said, men
He
are
should,
stuck in their
though.
ways.
Yeah, he should though.
And don't let them be like 50.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
Yeah.
He gonna tell her straight up, no, you're not
Yeah,
working. You're
so-
gonna stay here and continue to run the house out. It's been working. Like, what's the problem? He's wondering, where's the change coming from?
All right.
What have I did wrong?
So what you gonna tell her, Sheena? What's the
your
bottom
advice?
line?
What's your
My advice gonna be Miss Anonymous. Y'all get some counseling together.
Yeah, I agree
Please
with
go
that.
to counseling. I wouldn't give up on my marriage right now, but go to
Yeah.
counseling.
I wouldn't give him. Don't give up on the match ever.
Ever.
Don't say right
well,
now.
what I'm
Don't
saying
go
is,
nowhere.
is
Don't-
don't divorce.
Fight for this one.
Right
Fight for this
now.
one.
For sure.
I think
Right now.
I think there's an end all be all with
Shit.
this one. You know what I'm
I
saying?
see.
You
Fight.
know,
Because if he love you and care for
You
you,
don't hear.
he's gonna listen to
Yeah.
you. You go to counseling. You let him know what you're feeling. Take
Yeah.
him to counseling. If
I
he
think
really
that would
love
work
you,
out.
it'll
I think that
work
would
out,
work
yeah.
out.
But what if
Don't
he,
give up on your marriage.
what if he working a lot of hours? And he can't make counseling.
It's serious. He better make it.
Yeah.
Divorce.
Yeah.
I think he's responsible enough because he's been doing it for 10
Yeah.
years, been stacking his paper, taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, taking care of her. But like I said, my advice, just get counseling,
For sure.
and fight for that marriage. I mean, there's no reason to,
I agree.
Yeah.
for the divorce. That word shouldn't even come up. Y'all got
Yeah. They gotta get rid of the word.
Yeah.
You gotta
I
get rid
You
of
gotta
it.
get that
Because
no
that-
divorce clause.
Because
Yeah.
that's one thing that's like one of them words that always want to come up as soon as you have a disagreement or you get in an argument or it's something that you don't like. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
I got a
stop.
question though. I'm done with the whole situation.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, that's a word that shouldn't come up,
Mhm.
and she shouldn't come to him with the divorce word. I got that, boy. But if this man been working and like really provide, and it changes come out the blue, what if he gets if something triggered him? Is like, damn, I can't satisfy you.
Mhm.
I'm gone.
And did he up and leave? Okay, well, he really don't love her then.
Yeah.
It's something might trigger some of him though.
But if something triggered, then he definitely needs some help. If something like that triggered him and then he just up and leave,
Yeah.
that's not cool.
It's a possibility.
Communication.
It's a possibility if this man is exhausted working and he think he's He's the best husband in the world.
Mhm. Well, communication.
All to tell him that
Mhm.
you ain't did shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
Communicate.
happy. That's the worst thing a man
Figure
can
out-
feel, working hard and come home, his wife is
And
not
that-
happy.
not happy.
Communication.
I'm just
That's-
saying
If he
though.
want to
That's why, bro.
leave,
I
that's
think
a problem with him.
Yeah.
she need counseling first.
Yeah.
He
They
need
both
counseling,
need it.
and then they need to
Yeah,
together.
but our advice,
Yeah.
anonymous, like I said, if you don't want to, show face or want to be known,
Yeah.
you can email us or call us. But the end all be all is y'all
Counseling.
just need counseling.
Counseling.
Right.
And I think
And
things
prayer.
will work out.
You know,
Counseling and prayer.
Back
There
to
you go.
Jesus. We need Jesus.
Yeah, you need that holy water.
Gotta have him.
Yeah.
Sound like she
Yeah.
needs the same thing the damn last girl needed.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus down.
And it's
He's down.
unfortunate that
Yeah.
everything got to come back to these kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy that that's the way people think now. That kids. I'm not going to use the B word, but it's.
But shouldn't like they owe it to the kids to make that
Yeah.
shit work?
No,
We're talking about
we're
3
not talking
kids
about owing to them
in, y'all.
kids.
Yeah.
We grown. We need to work on us.
Of course, work on
We
us.
have
But I'm
to
just
be
saying
kids
though,
to be all right.
why break their home up all because you feel like you ain't got a voice?
You have to. I mean, I get
And
that
why break
too.
up if some trigger you like? You
I
feel like
get that
he's up
too,
in
but
the-
No,
you know,
I
you
just,
definitely
I'm
don't
just
need to
wondering. I'm trying to go. I'm trying to
do both
level it
sides.
off.
Yeah.
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 Y'all
So
owe it to
yeah.
y'all love and y'all marriage.
So anonymous, man, we
Mhm.
appreciate the email. I hope we helped you out in some sense, but like I said, just go and seek that counseling and prayer. So when we come back, we're gonna hear a word from our sponsor, and when we come back, we're gonna get off into what everybody's here for.
This episode is sponsored by True Choice Insurance. Here at True Choice, we take a different philosophy when it comes to providing you with your insurance options. We emphasize the value of the products we offer, instead of playing on the fear of you not being protected in your time of need. True Choice is affiliated with more than 60 insurance companies. This makes us one of the most independent agencies in the state of Texas. Please visit TrueChoiceInsurance.com for all your insurance needs.
All right, man, and we back in, man. That was a word from our sponsor, man. Y'all hit up Brian Kelly over there at True Choice Insurance for all your insurance needs. Now, here's what everybody's here for, man. We're gonna get off into this, man. People emailed us on this. They wanted our take on the slap heard across the world. And that's on everybody's agenda. That's on everybody's podcast. That's a lot of content that's out there. But the roundtable talk, we're gonna give it to you how we feel about the situation. I mean, it's a crazy situation, but it needs to be addressed. Everybody's talking about it, man. But I don't even want to start this one off. I don't even want to start this one off.
Y'all want
man.
the simple answer?
Yeah. So I'll let B Hunt start this one off, man. So B Hunt, man, what's your take on it?
I got a lot to say about it, but my simple answer is it's Jada's fault. It was her fault.
Okay.
The reason why I feel that way is because I feel like that's how I feel.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say feel
Mhm.
because I don't know the situation. I'm gonna say
Right.
feel. I feel like she could have did something, to protect her husband image as well.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he had all about experience. We do know Will has been
Yeah.
taking care of the media stuff pretty good.
Right.
He been taking a lot of jokes pretty good. But something triggered him, which was a look from her. The same thing that triggered you should diffuse you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It could have been a couple days later.
Yeah.
Come back and apologize. My husband, saying he's been going through some things. Take your lick. You know what I'm saying? Just to put him in the back in the light. Because he's been doing good consistently for a long time, y'all.
Yeah.
And I don't think this one action, I really don't think it should be. He wrong. But I don't think it should be just the end of Will Smith because of that. He need help.
It shouldn't be the
Almost
end.
definitely.
He needs some help. He
But
needs some help.
everything you do is gonna come with a consequence.
It
So
comes with
consequences
I
come
gotta
with
say
it.
he's not wrong.
He's
He's
wrong.
wrong. He's
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
And
But
so,
I think the core of things is Jada.
no,
Most
and
definitely.
I'm all about marriages, but he needs to replace that one.
Baby,
I'm just
that's where I
Because-
was getting ready to go with. Go
She's
ahead.
toxic.
very toxic.
She's
Can I
toxic.
But
say-
they are but they've been toxic together for how long?
a long
And
time,
they
20
love it
years?
apparently.
I don't think
And
they've
it-
been toxic together.
I don't know.
just think
I-
Jada
Jada
is
is
something
toxic.
different.
She's put out.
She comes with a lot.
She's put out there recently that she didn't want him to do that. She didn't ask for him to do that. She could take care of herself.
She's just trying to diffuse it.
that
But I don't think
That's
that's
how
real.
she.
That
You
was
see what I'm saying?
that was the thing. And all of these things, it's just certain little interviews and stuff they're pulling out. Now, I'm not on here trying to bash a black woman. I ain't on here trying to bash Will. My first point of view when I first heard about it, because I didn't see it live, but I heard people start talking about it. I'm like, what they talking about? What's going on? When I first heard about it, I was like, oh God. I was like, no. He wrong for that. That was ridiculous. I mean, that just looks silly to me to walk up there and just slap somebody in the middle of a war. I don't care what was said. That man, even if he knew about the alopecia, which I don't think that he did, I don't think that he did. And even if he did, he didn't even directly say anything regarding alopecia. He was making a joke. She does. G.I. Jane is.
She do famous
Demi
G.I.
Moore.
Jane.
Yes,
And
Demi
G.I.
Moore.
Jane wasn't no whore on the street.
Yes, it was just
wasn't
like
she was.
and Will was laughing, ha 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 ha, and she rolled her eyes, and boom, he had to go up there. He had to go up there and defend. Now he can't go to the dang on awards for 10 years.
Yeah.
And
He done lost
a
a movie off Netflix. That was
yes,
ready to do.
Netflix got. I mean, it's going to continue.
And
It's
I
going to
think
continue.
the person that caused it should be the one to fix it.
Yes.
So you
I
feel
mean,
like Jada should fix it.
I
She
feel
gonna
like
come to the red table talk.
Oh, they're gonna talk.
no, fuck the red table talk. She need to go sit down and talk to fucking Oprah or Tyler Perry or some motherfucking body.
But I'm over it because I feel like them two together, they just, it is what it is. He been with her that long. I feel like he know how she is, and he needs to leave her the hell alone.
Because she stay making them look bad
right
all the time.
And being that y'all said that, I just got one question. I'm leaving it alone.
What?
If Will was your son, if Jada was your daughter, I mean, how would that work?
What you mean? How would it work?
As far as going with, if Will was your son, and you got to come to the fence for him. You going to the court for him. How does it gonna work?
Based off of what he did?
Based off the slap?
That's on him. I couldn't.
Yeah, I'm not going to defend him. I'm going to tell him he's wrong.
But as a mother, you want to tell your daughter like
she wrong too. She wrong.
I mean, like
Jada's definitely wrong.
Help your husband out.
That was just dumb. I mean, to be in the top of your career, to be Will Smith, and my thing is doing.
That might laugh.
Yeah,
but like you
said, comedian.
Yeah,
but the thing about it is,
you wouldn't have did that to anybody else.
But y'all gotta realize too, Will been taking a lot of shit.
But I don't condone that because
you take that out on your wife.
Exactly. When I first saw it, this is my perspective.
I'm getting my league back.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought it was in script because he was up there for the,
I was waiting on the gotcha.
That he was in. I thought it was a script because he was the role that he was getting nominated for, right? King Richard. King Richard defending his family, right? But a lot of people missed the take that also Will got a book coming out showing, telling people that all his life he sat there and watched his father beat on his mother and he couldn't defend her. So he felt hopeless, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of stuff builds up, like you said, an outer body experience, right? If you look at some of the roles that Will Smith played in some of his movies, right? What's the one, Wild Wild West? If you look at the whole slap, he was in the Wild Wild West character because when he slapped him, he had the hand up, and when he turned around and walked away, that's the same way he walked away in Wild Wild West. That outer body experience. But in that situation, as a comedian, right? A comedian, that's their job, is to tell jokes, right? That's their livelihood. That's how they get paid, right? So Will, like you sit in front row, you subject to get a joke thrown at you, right? And you laugh. But in this situation, like Chris Rock said, I didn't know she had alopecia, right? And I think he's being honest about that. Because the joke wasn't even an alopecia joke. It was a movie joke about G.I. Jane, G.I. Jane Part 2, Jada, I'd like to see you in it. You know what I'm saying? They resemble. So it had nothing to do with the alopecia. Yeah, exactly. Had nothing to do with the alopecia.
The Demi Moore wasn't ugly.
But Will knows in that particular instance, the Oscars, right? National television, the first time a black producer produced a show and you get up there and set us back another 25 years. For him to sit there and look at that joke and laugh, and then your wife looks and you don't like the response of wife, so you thought you had to react. You thought you was being a tough man What did you prove? What did you prove, Will?
He most
Nothing.
definitely didn't defend her.
Exactly. He did not defend her.
If you wanted to defend her, you should have stomped his ass down. But
You should have. But you should have took all that.
Went up there. You
But
shoulda went up there.
all that energy you showed that night, you should have took that to August back then.
There
You know what I'm saying? All the situations
You
that
should've-
Will's been in, that people been poking fun at Will and
Just
stuff,
have some built
he's
up
never
aggression.
jumped. You know what I'm saying? He
Built up
never
aggression.
jumped. You know what I'm saying? So he acted off of her look.
Yep.
So he thought that, okay, he's trying to save his marriage or however their marriage is because it's toxic, it's open. And he was like, okay, well, Jada, I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I got
saying?
your back.
I got your back.
Mhm.
But did he really have her back?
No.
Nah, that didn't show me
I
nothing.
think he had.
That just showed me
I-
that he was a coward.
I think he had her back, but he didn't think to have his own damn back to. You know what I'm saying?
What
That's-
it cost him.
He
What it
didn't
cost
think, he
him.
didn't think at all.
But then
He
y'all,
didn't
but
think
you
at
got to
all.
look at it. When he got the award, look at his speech.
Yes.
The speech did not
That's what-
even apologize. I told you that night.
Mhm.
He didn't even apologize to Chris Rock.
Yeah.
You know, he was apologizing to the Academy. He should have, if Will wanted to act the way he acted, that could have been backstage. And me
Yeah.
personally,
Pull to a side
I think Chris
situation.
Rock would have got with him backstage
Uh,
because you know Chris Rock, he held his own. You know, he
Hell,
he
any other
stayed.
comedian up
Yeah,
there would have got with him off top.
he would have never jumped on no other comedian.
Yeah.
If it was a white comedian or
Yeah.
something like that, Will would have never got up there like
Well,
that.
I'm going off the trigger thing. I'm
Mhm.
going off the trigger thing. So I feel like if
That
anybody
shouldn't
would-
have triggered him though.
It
I
shouldn't have.
I know it
Will's
shouldn't
been in
have-
the limelight
I
all this
understand
time.
It should have
Yeah.
triggered him, but it did.
But
Okay, so what about the trigger?
It could have been anybody up there. It could have triggered it. He still would have got
Man,
this slap.
but-
So you think
At the
Steve Harvey
Oscars?
was up
I don't
there,
think
he would've
he would've
gotten
slapped
up and
anybody.
slapped
Nah.
Steve?
I don't
He
think
wouldn't
Nah.
have-
I mean,
Nah.
I believe it.
if it's
No.
a trigger, if
I
it's
don't
a trigger,
think
you're not gonna care who. up
Will
there.
has taken more personally toward him.
So it's not a trigger then.
Exactly. I don't think that wasn't a trigger to set him
Okay,
off. Man.
okay, it wasn't a trigger.
I
then.
just think Will wanted to prove to his wife that I'm big and bad and I can defend you.
It just so happens Chris Hawkins.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. It wasn't a trigger.
It wasn't because, but like you said, when you started yours off, Jada is the issue.
She did. You
You know what I'm saying?
She
Because-
the denominator.
Exactly, because the look that she gave is like, oh, nigga, you're not gonna do nothing. In her mind, like people put the memes out there. Tupac would have got up there and shot him. You know what I'm saying? Tupac would have shot. You know what I'm saying? So she feels like from her past with people that she was dealing with, oh, you was soft. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not gonna use the word soft, but you're not gonna say nothing.
I just
I
just don't want to give up on Will, but yeah, like I said, he was wrong.
I lost all respect for
I-
Will,
I
man.
feel-
Oh yeah,
I
most
lost
definitely.
respect.
Most
I
definitely.
feel like
get it.
I feel like she has always worn the pants
Yeah.
in this relationship. I felt like that for a long time. I've watched them interview through the years.
She dictates it.
I've
she
watched,
dictates what's
I've
going on
watched-
in that marriage.
I've watched
That's what happens when you give a woman a
videos.
voice.
Oh Lord, here we go.
If you had ass at home for
No.
10 years with them
No.
punk ass kids, she got a voice.
Yeah.
She got a voice
She
and she
got a voice.
compromises
Yeah.
his whole job.
Whatever.
But I'm saying in that
We taking
situation,
women voices for here.
yeah. So
You gonna quit work,
No, I'm not.
or you ain't gonna have no voice no more.
No, I am
Cause you
not.
gonna have me up to slapping somebody.
Hey,
but-
can I do this?
I'm slapping the
You
shit out of
gotta
something.
go.
but I can't like
Look,
we
if
had this.
If I roll my eyes and you gonna slap somebody, then we got.
We had this conversation off topic. They asked us the conversation. I think
We
Kanisha's
did,
mother and
we
them
did.
record. They asked how far would I go to get up there and slap somebody if they said something to my wife.
Yeah.
It's got to take more than that, man.
Yeah, I would be
Well,
pissed
I mean-
off if that. I put myself in Jada. She like if I was Jada and
I
Brandon
would
got up
definitely
did
say
that.
something to him.
I would be pissed off at him. Like, what are you doing? You look stupid to me.
Yeah.
Getting
don't
up
do
there.
that.
I wonder what the conversation
I
was
would've been
after
like-
that.
They partied, so it must was.
Yeah, they
all
partied
right.
hard too.
I ain't gonna lie though, I look soft too. Cause I mean I wouldn't feel right getting up there on stage slapping somebody just because he
What
What did
practiced
he?
it.
What did he prove?
Yeah. It's not like he said, well, you know, with people with alopecia, they do this and that. Now, if he would have went
Alopecia
direct,
head.
yeah.
But I'm gonna take it a step further though. I'm gonna take it a step further. Like what Shannon Sharp said. That is the most disrespectful thing that you
You
can
can do
do.
to a man.
Is slapping.
Slap you or
He
spit
would
on
spit
you.
on
he
me.
would did
Yeah.
And
punch
call
him.
you a
Yeah.
boy, a
Yeah.
girl.
Because that was utterly disrespectful what he did.
Yeah, he hit
Where we
it
come
on the
from,
nail.
Yeah.
we don't slap people.
Yeah. Because that goes back
Don't
in the
do that.
days when you
Hell
slap
no.
somebody, man. That's the most
That's
Man.
disrespectful shit. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
coming
you
from
think I'm-
Louisiana, you slap somebody, you must
You think
gunfire
I'm
come
a-
Yeah,
after that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Gunfire come after that. So
Yeah.
Will should have got up there, closed his fist, and
Yeah,
punched
they
him.
punched him.
But he just totally
Y'all should
But
have seen how many times I looked at
but
it.
Chris, I thought it
I
was
was
fake.
trying to
Yeah.
see, like, Did he palm it or did he punch
No,
it?
that's what
And
that's
then
how
he
they
walked
teach
off
them. That was a
like-
movie. That was a movie technique.
And he like,
He walked off like, yeah, keep my, and then he said, keep my white name at your mouth.
I don't
That's
mean-
where he took it a little too far right
That
there.
really, and he said it twice.
Because
I would've
ABC
been
couldn't cut it.
like-
They couldn't
They
cut
couldn't
that.
cut
You know what I'm saying?
And
That's
they
live.
have-
They couldn't edit it.
apologized
Yeah.
for not
Yeah.
stepping in, but it caught them off guard. So they
Yeah.
probably just
They
didn't know.
didn't. They
It
didn't.
caught everybody.
We talking about Will Smith getting on stage.
Yeah.
Who
It caught
knows
everybody
that
off
Will Smith
guard.
for the slap
But they
shot,
said,
so.
but they said that they asked him
That's
to
bullshit.
leave.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Nah,
They
they trying to
shoulda-
cover them
Yeah, they're
tracks
trying to
now.
cover it now.
Bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So 10 years, that ain't even long enough for me.
Yeah.
They should have banned him for life.
I got a question though. You think that's fucking gonna hurt him to be banned from the Oscar 10 years? I won.
Because he already got his
Yeah.
Oscar now, so he.
No, I don't think it's
I
gonna
think so.
ban him. I mean, I feel like that's why he resigned before because he
Yeah,
already
he
knew
knew
it
it
was
was
coming.
coming.
He knew it was coming, so he was gonna go ahead and resign and do all of that. But now
he
they're
done won
gonna
a fucking Oscar.
Yeah.
But but the sad
He
part
wasn't gonna
is,
win
I
no
don't
more
think his,
fucking
I
for
don't
10
think his
years.
career is done, but I think his career is tarnished.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah.
you know what the sad thing about it
When people
is?
see
He
Will Smith,
rich.
they gonna think Will Smith slapped.
Yeah.
I slapped something.
I mean,
Shit,
look
I
how long
get that
Kim
money.
Kardashian and all these people have to deal with the sex tape. Like
Right, yeah.
you
It's
known
gonna be
for
for that, yeah.
those particular things.
But the sad
Yeah,
part
they
is,
rich,
man.
though. I don't give a damn.
Yeah,
They
but the
rich.
sad part is, man, you're not even honoring the man for the Oscars. We talking about the slap.
Exactly. We
I don't even
Everything
know
went
who-
away.
I don't think-
nothing else.
Yeah.
I don't know who won nothing.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
all
know
about
who
the
else-
That
slap.
goes to show you our black ass don't listen to Oscars. We won't look
We
at
wouldn't
it.
have never known the damn Oscars was on.
Hey, I swear, I didn't know
I
shit.
didn't know it was
No, because I mean, I watch it every now and then.
Yeah.
I'm not a big movie person like
Yeah.
that. So half the movies I don't be being seen, and I'm like, what is this?
What is it?
But
Man.
whatever.
But that's
My
the
brother
crazy
sent it to
thing,
me.
though. We're not even talking about the award that he got. You know, we talking
I
about the
forgot
slap.
award.
No, what,
You
and
know
what
what
was
I'm
the
saying?
story? They about to snatch
King
that in a
Richard?
minute.
Yeah,
so
that's
let,
what.
So let me ask.
They
It's
can
so
have
Snatch
that
that
motherfucker.
next.
They can have that too. Ain't nobody little trophy. You go buy one of them.
That's
from
major,
fucking-
though. Oscars.
It is major brand.
Yeah.
But let me ask y'all
You
this,
can go
because
buy
it
an
sounds like
Oscar.
all of us kind of agree. What y'all think about these different women? Because I had a woman, me and her had different views. Oh, he stood up for his wife. That's
hell
what
no.
you're supposed
I
to
can't
do.
That's
back
what
y'all
I
on
saw
that.
that.
I got-
I saw that,
can't
and I
back
just
y'all on
felt
that.
like that was just stupidity.
That
to
comes
me.
from a lot of young single ass women.
I
That's
felt
what I
like that
feel.
was
You
just
gotta
so
be-
stupid and dumb.
That's
Because
what
that's
we want.
almost like going into a club or something and something go off and somebody say something to
Right.
your wife or better have, oh, you better defend me.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
ain't gonna
So you
do
want them to go
nothing.
fight.
It's like, oh,
Man,
you want him
first
to
of
get
all,
killed
first of all,
because you gonna mess around and get shot.
you put yourself in that position.
Yeah.
Like women got to be careful. You got a nigga go off
Yeah.
on every nigga that try
I
to
don't
holler
want
at
him.
you or
And
see
listen,
you.
Yeah, I don't want him.
He got a problem.
See,
And just
that's
like-
what I'm saying. You
He got a
can't. I
problem.
mean, it's a line that you draw when it comes between you and your wife or you and your girlfriend or boyfriend and stuff. It's got to be something else that's gonna make me just want to fight somebody.
Mhm.
Yeah, my thing is you're not gonna physically touch my wife.
Yeah,
You're not gonna
exactly.
grab
And that's what I said.
You're not
Yeah,
gonna call her a bitch.
yeah, that's what I said.
You're not
Yeah,
gonna do that.
Right.
yeah,
You're not gonna do that. But
yeah.
at the same
But if you
time-
make a joke about it, I mean, what can I do?
Well,
Exactly.
if it's
Not-
certain,
it's not
if-
even direct.
I don't know, you-
That's
Directed.
it.
Nah,
my
it's-
thing is if it's a joke that offends you,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna get on stage and slap nobody, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
let the
Hey,
community
man.
know. Hey,
You can
man,
address it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you address it
Don't
all
do that shit no
topic.
more.
Yeah,
I think it was the way that it was handled,
Yeah.
point blank.
and where it was handled.
And where?
Where it was
Yeah.
handled
Right.
and how it was
And
handled.
then
I
it's
think
like
it
you
should
did
be
this to
handled.
another
But-
black man. They already don't want us at the Oscars. Then you come
And this
fuck
was the
you,
first time
Oscars.
that it was produced by black people.
yeah. But the thing
And
about
now
it
we're
is,
getting on stage acting.
but the thing about it is,
acting like
Jada has
acting
come
like
out.
they think we act.
Exactly.
But the thing about it is, Jada has come out publicly and
People
said
are
she's
right.
not worried about her hair.
I
She
seen
said
that.
it's no big deal.
I seen that.
So I
seen
mean,
She
why
said-
would
she's been
Will?
embracing it. She's had
Yeah.
short hair
But
damn
she
near
had
all her
Her
life.
whole life.
So hell, she
I didn't know
it's
about
a-
alopecia.
it's a few-
Oh yeah, all her, like you said,
Her whole
short
life.
hair.
Short
She's
hair.
been braced
That's all
that.
we
To
know.
be honest with y'all, when I first and I watched,
I didn't even know she had alopecia.
I didn't.
I
I didn't
watched
know.
a few of her roundtable talks, and I know that she had some other little medical issues, like they
I
talked
never
about,
knew it.
like some. I didn't know anything about the alopecia. I saw her wearing the turbans, but I just thought because
I
she
just thought
always
that's-
been
yeah.
kind of weirdy and doing crazy little stuff. So I
Right.
thought maybe her and her daughter shave their heads because that's
Yeah.
that's what they do.
And then I was looking at it weird. I just thought it was different.
I was like, oh, that's what she
Yeah, that's
want to
different.
do that.
They on that shit.
Yeah,
That's
because I'm
fine.
thinking, oh,
Shit, she cut the locks out and set it off.
Because I feel
You
like
know what I'm saying?
She had a bald head
Yeah, you know what I'm
then.
saying? She cut the locks off. So I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
she been
so-
embracing that.
Right.
I didn't even know she had alopecia.
Me neither.
Me either.
I had
Knew nothing about it.
I just thought that was a style that she wanted
Right.
to do.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well,
And she rocked it. She looked
Yeah, she
that's
looked
her.
good.
Yeah.
she got away with it. She wasn't ugly with it.
Nah, she looked good with it.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, everybody, the image that they have of Jada Pinkett, they always thought, the low cut, a very attractive young lady. And she never had no problem with it, and she's embraced it. Now you make a joke about G.I. Jane, and now, I got alopecia. Now the alopecia comes up.
I don't really think she was in her feelings like that. Like they trying to make it out. Oh, she could have been. They trying to say, she could have been crying to Will before, and been in her feelings.
Will
and
got
all
some
of
inner
this.
demons,
man.
Oh,
But you know what though?
For sure. He did.
I've been watching a few responses on it.
They
Though.
need counseling prayer too.
Yeah.
Most of
I don't think counseling and prayer can help them. I really don't, man. That's just a situation.
most of the people that are saying that Will was right. They're mostly like,
they got to be young and single.
no, like the guys that were saying it was right. Those most guys on those like bigger platforms,
Oh,
but at the same time, they're not Will Smith.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So
That's what I'm saying. He's not Will Smith, so Will
they got
Smith
some
should have
problems.
known that he should have conducted
that's all I'm
himself.
saying. Will Smith should have been able to.
He got to maintain that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Because like Shannon Sharp said, back in the days, you go to a comedy show and you up in the front row. You look at King's Comedy, and that dude walked in.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing
Roasted.
about
Boogie.
technology, Boogie. You don't know
Yeah.
nothing about computer technology.
Yeah.
And he laughing along with Steve Harvey. He said, "Don't make just because I wear these suits and stuff. Don't make you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They joking. So if you up front row, you gonna get talked about.
And that's what they do at the Oscars. They make
Yeah.
jokes.
That's why they got.
That's roast, yeah.
That's why they
They
got the
roast and make
comedians up there.
jokes.
That's it.
But I'm gonna tell you, with all the backlash and all this stuff, but I will tell you this: that has helped these comedians out with their ticket sales.
Oh yeah.
Because
Chris
everybody
Rock,
it's he's sold out in Boston. His tour is
Yeah.
sold out. The ticket
Mhm.
prices is raised up.
Yeah.
But see, the thing about it, with all these comedians are now open their show up
Talking
with
about
that slap,
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
that.
I
You
ain't
see
like
Tony Rock.
his
Tony
brother
Rock.
went in.
Oh, he went in.
Tony Rock.
No, you see, what's his
They
name?
got brothers.
Earthquake, not Earthquake, but
Earthquake talked about it.
LaBelle Crawford. talked
LaBelle
about it.
Crawford.
Yeah.
LaBelle went in,
Oh,
boy.
LaBelle went-
LaBelle
Oh,
Crawford
no.
went in.
No.
LaBelle?
That damn Corey Hogan with
Oh,
it.
Court,
yeah,
no.
he
They talking about
did.
counseling his ass.
Yeah, he went too far though.
Corey
He went
He
too
went
far.
too far.
He went
Yeah,
too far.
he did.
No, he went too far.
He went
y'all.
too far.
But
He did, but it was
It was the
funny.
truth. It was true.
It was funny.
he did his job.
Yeah.
He's a comedian.
And that's what I said
I
when we
bet
went,
Will ain't gonna
when we
stop
watched
him.
when we went to that comedy show and I told you Corey Holcomb, a lot of people don't like him because he tells true stories.
He
He
did.
did.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a comedian,
I trying to counsel
but
him,
he tells
Yeah.
the truth, like real life stuff. Not no made up stuff. He gives you like it is. And they're trying to cancel him, but he went in on Jada.
Yeah.
He went in major.
I think a lot of the backlash now is going towards Jada, and people now, they trying to defend. Don't go.
That's the
you
first.
know,
That's the first
towards-
person we should have talked
Yeah.
about. Well, this first person we
when
blamed.
it happened. I mean, it is because, like somebody said here, James says, goes to show you who's in control. Didn't she molest August Alsina?
Right.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was her son. That was her son's
Yeah,
friend.
that's what I said,
Like,
and
who
that's
does
what I
that?
don't-
And that boy was going through.
Yeah.
He been doing
Yeah.
like he was going through that.
But
and
now,
he-
see, everything's
I feel like-
resurfacing now.
Mhm.
August Alsina done dropped a
Yeah.
song now. You see, it's crazy how.
A lot of people making money.
everybody
Yeah,
gonna make
it's
money
making
off
yeah,
of it.
you're making a
Yeah.
lot of money, man. And like I said, them comedians, these shows, a lot of people are paying more attention to these
They
comedians.
are.
Everybody wants to go to these shows,
They
man, because
capitalizing off
exactly. Thank you. They capitalizing off of
Mhm.
what Will did. Will's pockets are getting
'Cause-
hit,
'cause
but
they-
these comedians are
Cause
getting,
they
stacking.
saying Chris Rock ain't want to talk about it yet, but I'm gonna talk about it.
Exactly.
You come up here and slap me
Hey,
if
but
you
you know
want
what?
to.
I think Chris Rock not talking about it for a reason.
Yeah.
He finna get a serious payday.
You think
Hell
he gonna
yeah.
get paid for
He
it?
gonna get
Because
paid.
he said in the Boston, he opened up the show. He
That's what
said
happened.
he had a show written
He gonna
up
get
before,
paid.
all
He
that.
gonna
Yeah.
do
I
it. He
ain't
gonna
I ain't
do
gonna
that
lie
shit.
though.
I won't hit you back.
I ain't gonna lie.
They'll probably do a whole show on
If
that.
I was Chris Rock,
I
I
tell him
I
that.
will
Imagine all
get
of
rich.
that.
Yeah.
You can
I'll
yeah.
get rich.
Yeah.
He gonna get it.
I take that slap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
get
he
it.
handled it the right way. He ain't saying
I
nothing,
respect Chris
'cause,
Rock.
The fake apology they put out there was not him. His
No,
team
the start,
said that
yeah.
was not him.
Man,
Yeah.
he took that slap too.
He did.
Chris Rock
He did.
Took it like a man.
And he
And
was like- he was like-
stayed
he was
in.
like- he was like,
He was
Will
like, oh,
Smith just
shit.
smacked the shit out of
Yeah,
me.
he stayed right with
Hey,
it.
he stayed doing his job.
Yeah, exactly. He stayed
Yeah,
right
people
in
like
his
that.
job.
He did. I
Yeah.
respect Chris Rock. He got
Yeah.
major problems.
And see the
So let's be honest. He wasn't demasculated, right?
no,
What y'all think
Who?
of the
Chris
man?
Rock?
Yeah.
No,
No,
nah.
'cause
I don't-
No. Me personally, I don't think he
I don't
was,
think so.
but you got some people that's gonna say that.
Nah, because
You
he
let
was
him
at.
slap him?
See,
Yeah.
you know, the retaliation would have made everything worse.
Worse.
It made everything
Like you
worse.
said about the police.
Exactly.
We're gonna make a bad
Yeah.
situation worse. Okay.
Yeah.
So he handled it the way he handled it
I like
because
it.
he knew he was at the Oscars.
I just want to get a good, clear picture to make sure everybody don't think that.
Oh,
You know,
yeah. Like as a woman, do I think
Yeah.
no, I think I really give him mad props.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, to be
Yeah.
able to do that shit. 'Cause
In the
I don't
state-
know if I
in-
could have did
Me
it.
either. I know
My reaction,
But he stayed in
that was just
no,
like a reaction.
nah, his reaction. But if you look at some of the tapes, Chris had that fist balled up.
Like
He
he
wanted to come
come.
back. And that's like I said. If that
And then
thing
he was like,
if that would have happened
"Look at my
backstage,
hands."
I think Chris would have got with him. I think it would have been some smoke in the city. I think it would have been some furniture moving back there.
Most definitely.
Because I mean, he was ready, but he stayed and then put his hands behind his
Sure
back and said,
did.
"Oh shit, Will
I
just
think-
smacked the shit out of me."
yeah, I think even after that, if he would have back there talked to him, he probably would have came back and apologized.
Exactly, but
Will,
Chris,
yeah.
eventually.
Oh, exactly. I think it could have been handled
It could have
better.
been handled so
yeah.
Because he said, okay, all right.
But I don't
I'll
like
keep
the
her name
fact
out
that
your
Will
mouth.
didn't
Like,
apologize.
I'm confused.
yeah.
Like, oh, okay, my bad. I wasn't supposed to say that.
Yeah.
Now you telling me what jokes?
Because if you notice
Right.
when he said keep your name out of white, man, I will. It was just a G.I. Jane joke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Chris, honestly, I think
Was
he didn't know.
confused.
He was confused.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And even when they presented the
Wow.
Oscar to Questlove, you know what I'm saying? When he got up there, they showed Chris Rock in the back. He's still confused, like, what the hell?
This
What
nigga
just
thinking in
happened?
his head, this nigga
Yeah,
just
like
slapped
what
me.
happened?
That's what he
Mhm.
thinking.
But kudos to Chris Rock, man. Like I told
Okay.
people,
He
Chris
held it
Rock
down.
he's an
Much
underrated
respect.
comedian. I mean,
No,
he's
but
top five.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris
Yeah.
Rock is he gives it to you. And for his ticket, he's capitalizing
It's
off
funny
of
as hell.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm finna play next trip. When is next show?
Huh?
When is next
Uh,
show?
he's on tour right now. I don't know. Yeah, he's on tour right now. So yeah,
Probably got to catch Dallas and Houston.
yeah. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
Y'all down?
This ain't gonna be
Y'all
sold
ready?
out. This ain't gonna be
Yeah.
sold
It's
out.
y'all homework assignment. Get us some tickets.
yeah. So yeah, but everybody
Yeah.
wanted to talk about the slap heard around the world, man. But that's our point of view on it, man. We're gonna move on. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna move on to this next thing.
So
And,
basically, Jada.
Look,
hey,
this is
she gets slutted out.
All right, let's go on.
Yeah, we're gonna move.
I got the answer I was looking for.
yeah, she.
Man behind the mic said she gets slutted out.
She just toxic, man. I mean, that whole relationship, the shit that bothers me, I just don't say it, is that shit with August Alsina.
So,
man. That
wait,
shit.
oh,
Do
yeah.
Will gonna get another black woman or get a white woman?
You know what?
Man, Will might be single, man.
I ain't gonna
Will
say what
just
I
might
wanna say.
he just might be had to go out
Might
there
be a
slang.
polygamist.
Yeah.
But y'all know something we didn't say.
Might go
And
get him a man.
this one thing that stuck in my head.
Damn.
The boyfriend.
You know.
Cause going too far.
Yeah.
Will
Going
is not
too
like
far.
that.
Will ain't like
Go
that.
the
man.
whole opposite.
Mm.
But y'all see how Jada obviously been talking about Tupac, how her daughter wrote that letter about
Mhm.
Tupac.
And how long
I
Tupac
saw
been gone?
that. I
Way
saw
before
that.
she
I
said
saw all
all
that stuff. I was like,
Did that
So
letter
how do y'all
actually come
get
from my
this
daughter?
stuff?
Do we know that?
That's
we
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying.
We
That's
don't know.
alleged.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Right.
There's a possibility that letter come from my daughter.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm hoping.
I'm like, oh gosh,
If it
really?
did, she
But
would
I
ask
didn't
me.
like the
Yeah.
I didn't like the comment that his son made. Which I'm not even gonna lie. I really don't care for Jada and Will's kids. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna put that out there. I don't care for those
FTK?
kids.
Fuck them kids?
Yes, FTK definitely on those two
All
kids.
right, we'll run with
I
that.
don't care for them. Just because I watch the Red Table Talk here and there. That little girl has always just been so grown to me.
She's too grown.
She just been all in where I come from. Get out of grown people conversation. There's grown people in here. I just don't.
Her mother lets her do it.
I don't agree with it. I know that she
Jada
wants her
lets her
kids
do
to
it.
be all open and they free and all this stuff. I don't feel it. I don't like his comment when he came and said, "Oh, that's how
That's
we
what
do
we do
it.
it."
That's
Yeah.
what we do." I ain't like all that.
Chris Rock
I ain't
kids
like
and catch
all
him and beat the hell out of him.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. You got to be careful how you move now.
Yeah,
You know
Chris
what I'm
Rock got kids.
I don't know.
I get my
think he
kids to
probably-
beat his kids' ass.
Well, he got 10 siblings.
I know. I said Tony
Tony Rock said there's 10 of
Right.
them.
He said we
10 of
run
them.
deep.
Yeah, we run deep, man. But yeah, it's
Alright.
unfortunate, man.
Man, like
but
nigga gonna slap my brother.
yeah,
That consequences
exactly.
gonna come behind
Yeah.
it.
So
We don't
you
want
know.
to say a trigger, let Jada consequences
Yeah.
come behind it.
Yeah, slap my
Yeah.
brother. You gonna see the
Yeah.
fuck him have.
yeah, so man, it's kind of crazy, man. But I wish that situation the best, man. Will, you need to go get help. But
Yeah.
Chris Rock, man, I applaud you, man. We're gonna give you the because
Much
you
love,
stood up
Chris
for
Rock.
yourself, man, and you held it down, man.
He did that.
And you didn't
Yeah.
make the situation
Yeah.
worse than what it was, man. But
Chris Rock
kudos.
He's my favorite comedian.
yeah,
Mine too.
go ahead and get that
Kudos.
money,
We
Chris.
love you, Chris
All
Rock.
right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch all your
Yeah.
shows.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody hates Chris.
Everybody hates Chris. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Right.
BT just running all this shit
Yeah,
back.
run it all. Capitalize. Get them residuals, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other thing that's in the news, man, is B Hunt's girl, Meagan Good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
We talked about this on we talked about this on a previous podcast when the reverend or the pastor filed for the divorce. B Hunt had his say on Meagan
Man, I'm
Good,
telling you,
man.
my shit's coming to truth.
Yeah, but
Y'all fucking.
But look,
But hold
this relationship really has not been confirmed.
It ain't been confirmed.
It's just a picture out there.
That's a battle
she's
rapper.
with somebody.
He's a
with
battle
rapper.
that's just a picture.
She might just be hanging out having fun with the guy.
But look, hold up. But listen, like I said, I think that the pastor couldn't take like the roles that she was playing. Like I told y'all this, her sexy roles and stuff like that. That was too much for the pastor.
Yeah.
The pastor couldn't tell his congregation that my wife is that's just my
She
wife,
out
and
there.
that's just what she do. But
I don't feel
you know
like
what I'm
that
saying?
was her cup of tea.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You know what I'm saying? So the pastor, the pastor got secrets.
At all.
The reverend got secrets, man. I think the reverend might like the other side. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he could handle her ways. You know what I'm saying? Them reverends got secrets. Yeah, the reverends got secrets, man. But Meagan Good, man, for that picture to be floating around with that battle rapper, that's just a battle rapper
I'm
picture.
glad the Reverend got out this shit. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he'd been the next Will Smith.
Somebody in the reverend shit though.
It's a possibility. But somebody making shit too.
But we not denying that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Because I've told y'all that the roles that Meagan has played in some of her movies, the sexy role, even with Waist Deep with Tyrese, the roles that she played, the Reverend couldn't take that.
I'm not tripping off the roles. What I'm tripping off of is the fact that Meagan
likes to get it in.
That's what she's like to fuck. Like
we said that on the last podcast.
Okay, well we on the
You don't
same
know
page.
Megan like to do that. You don't know that.
Megan freaky. She was 50 and she was with
Because
all that tells she like boys with a little rough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
with a little rough
but-
around
and that's the
there.
problem with
That
our
don't mean
black
freaky.
ass women. They need to goddamn me get with a Reverend. Ain't nothing wrong with him.
You
The
was
man
a
waited.
rough around the edges.
that
I like
Reverend
you.
little sweet.
I'm a thug.
That's what Megan like.
Megan ain't you. Megan ain't gonna
Megan,
get that
Megan.
preacher.
Hey,
Megan gonna get that preacher.
but the Reverend
that
got
preacher
secrets,
held
man.
out for her. He was a virgin for her.
He could.
And she did for him too.
That's what I'm saying. They did all that sacrificing just to get a fucking divorce.
The
They
Reverend
got the BP.
Hey.
That's what it is.
Oh, man, don't put that on
You know what?
Meagan
I ain't
Good,
gonna,
man.
I'm laughing, but I'm not gonna put that on Megan because I
How
like
you gonna put
Megan.
that on Megan?
No.
She must not got no BP.
No, she ain't got no
if she,
If she had that good,
she must got the good if she moving on that quick.
if she had that good, Reverend would have stayed.
Nah, the Reverend couldn't take. The Reverend can't take all her roles, and I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, the congregation didn't like that, man.
If the Reverend left her, that means it wasn't good.
Yeah, because the Reverend did leave. She ain't good.
Yeah,
Because the Reverend can't accept
No.
what
we
they
don't know.
did.
I feel like they still have not. They didn't still.
Yeah.
I wish them the
B.
best. I wish I want her to go get
Reverend
her life
can't
and be
take it.
happy. But I don't think that they really.
She would
put
never
out
be
the
happy
full-
again.
I don't
Let me ask- let me-
start
let me-
that. Don't
listen.
start that.
Has
Don't start
anybody
that.
ever said anything bad about Meagan Good?
She got BP.
That's your.
I just said it.
perception.
You the only one.
But we
said
don't
something.
even really know
Megan
why
don't
they
have a bad
divorced.
Call 50.
reputation.
Get 50 on the
We
phone.
don't even know why they divorced.
Get 50 on the phone. We're gonna find out. if she got
50
BP.
missing. 50 missing. 50 missed that.
Man, 50 got a.
I don't care, but hey, but
don't
when
miss
but
her.
listen,
Oh.
I'm gonna tell you why 50 missed it, right?
Why?
When the allegations came out when they was getting a divorce, why did that little shit resurface with 50 Cent and Meagan Good? Because
That's the
that was
internet.
that because 50 wanted to get back with
That's
that.
the internet.
50
Nah,
don't
nah,
want
nah.
Fifty
But
don't
50
want
talked about it.
50 my boy.
Yeah,
But hold
he
up.
control. He
But
control
power.
everything.
I know, but he can be a troll all he want, but he missed that. She ain't got BP. I don't think she got BP, man.
She ain't
You
married.
can't put that on her.
Oh,
Because the
Lord.
Reverend couldn't handle that.
Too much.
Because the Reverend couldn't
he
take what
filed
she
for
was bringing to
divorce.
the table,
He
man.
filed for
Because if
divorce.
she had the good, he would have never filed.
I ain't lying about that.
Nah, y'all stop
That's the only
that.
way I ain't
Stop
gonna- I ain't
that.
gonna never
That's a
file.
cop out. That's a
Control
cop out.
that.
I
Nah.
ain't filed.
Y'all not gonna do my girl Meagan Good like that. I don't think was the issue.
Rev-
Reverend,
the Reverend
it
give it a
came
good-
out when
give it
she
wrong.
on them roads. What's that movie that you watched?
He
What's
on
the
the
little
He
thing?
stuck on the road.
That's just acting.
It don't matter,
Yeah.
but she got into that acting role because she was looking dead down at that nigga right up in it. He couldn't tell the congregation that my wife is starring in all these. Well, if you want to say it that way, basically he couldn't explain to the congregation. That made him look bad. They was about to run him out the church.
But he just stood up for her before.
But they was about to run him out the church.
He ain't
Brandon.
going nowhere. If they run out of church, you go buy another church.
Nah.
Meagan Good, they get money together.
Yeah.
Huh?
So both of them getting money.
Meagan Good, man. It's just.
Chill.
Nah. I mean, you can call it what you want to call it.
Just leave it alone.
Okay, but
she should have stayed with her husband.
if you're a hoe with bad pussy, that's a bad
even
combination.
worse.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, and
Nah,
then,
B,
like-
you ain't gonna do that.
You can't be both.
can't do
Right?
that.
Can
Yeah.
You can't be. Yeah.
But
I'm
you can't be
on
what?
that one. You can't be no hoe with no
we
BP.
talking about Meagan Good now.
Mm-mm.
Everybody want to be able to say they deal with
Yeah,
Meagan Good.
I see.
Meagan Good.
Whether it's bad
What's her
or
last
not.
name? Good.
Good.
Yeah.
It ain't bad.
Yeah,
It's
look, it
good.
can be bad. That's why she keep going around because it's bad.
Yeah,
They
well,
want to just be.
Y'all stuck on this
Hey, they
BP.
did
Cut that out.
Move on.
I got the BP word for your wife.
Show them.
Yeah. Who y'all said? Who? What? The girls that we talked about said got BP? What's the one? Halle Berry or something?
Oh, Holly definitely got BP.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bit
Somebody
about
that can't
authority,
keep-
then
they
bust the
can't-
ball.
Somebody else that can't keep
Like old
somebody.
boy knocked it off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, y'all. So we're gonna come to a conclusion on Meagan Good. That's what we got.
Hey, I just want her
I think it's just a picture.
picture. I
it's
think
That
I don't
picture
think,
look-
I don't think
If you look at the picture looked kind of funny, but then the guy posted on
he
his Twitter. He
posted
said, "Are
it
y'all
on
big?"
his,
He
but
said,
I
"Are y'all
don't,
big mad? Are y'all
yeah,
real
and
mad
I think
or
he
something?"
may be trying to like
Trolling.
She's trolling. Because the picture, if you look what she's sitting on.
I'm just going back to my first answer. Meagan Good fucked over old boy, and he couldn't handle it no more.
When you say fucked over, like what did she?
Like she wants some outside dude. She don't want the reverend no more. She want the good boy. She want a bad boy.
She want a bad boy.
She want a
Yeah,
bad boy.
she
But
definitely.
the Reverend filed for the divorce,
But,
though, right?
but I can say this here.
Yeah,
She'll never be happy and get married again.
No, you cannot. Brandon, we can't have no voice. We ain't gonna be happy.
Yeah,
We
nope,
can't.
you
We
got-
ain't gonna
you
have
gotta just stay
nobody.
with your
We
husband.
just gotta stay with this nigga.
She should have stayed with him.
No.
She should have stayed with him.
No, I disagree.
She'll never find another dude to treat her the way that the dude
That's
treat
what
her.
you did.
No, sir.
All right, I'm just
Yeah.
saying. She gonna die alone. Go ahead.
He done took it. Now you taking it
took
too
it-
far.
No, I'm
You
serious.
talking about David Holcomb?
No, I'm
What's
serious.
his name?
No.
Corey Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb.
They're gonna cancel you, man.
Show it.
They gonna write in on the email. Cancel
Nobody,
B Hunt.
nobody gonna want her. Nobody gonna want
They
her.
can say y'all got to cancel B Hunt.
Ain't
Y'all
nobody
got to
gonna
get a
want her.
replacement.
Ain't nobody gonna want her though. For real.
Because everybody
Oh
been through it.
God.
Yep. She ain't got no good anyway.
Oh man, guys,
It
it's
is
crazy, man. B Hunt said
That's B Hunt.
she got BP, y'all.
She got
I don't know
BP.
about that.
Well,
All right.
And
Don't
she
see
messed
that.
up.
I hope she finds somebody and go. Get
I hope she do too.
I hope
It
she
ain't
go
gonna
get happy. We'll go get happy. Jada go get happy. Everybody go.
So
get
Will
happy.
need a new wife too?
Will
Maybe Will and
We'll
Megan
need
need
to
get
find
together.
out what he wants.
He ain't
How
bad.
about that? Because we
He
don't
not
know
bad
if Will
enough.
wants a wife. Okay.
Oh,
No,
It's
Will ain't
okay.
gay. Don't play with Will like that.
I
Don't do
ain't
Will
say
like
that.
that.
I just said I don't know if he want no wife.
It's Fresh Prince of
I
Bel Air.
mean, he always in.
Hey,
Crossing his
that's the
legs.
first prince.
Whatever.
So look,
I mean,
Megan
I
Good,
like
Megan
Mr.
Good and
Bel
Will
Air.
Smith.
No.
Let's hook them up.
Will Smith is not bad enough, tough enough. for,
Nah.
Megan.
Nah.
See the way you slapped shit?
Nah,
Hey,
he ain't punching.
the only way Megan Good could be with Will Smith would be turning to Mike Lowry.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
Mike
wow.
Lowry.
If
Mike
he-
Lowry,
If
get
he
him.
turning to Mike Lowry,
Yo,
that'd be something
that's what
different.
I'm saying about Will Smith. He can be anything you want him to be. That's my boy. He should have slapped that boy though.
That boy shouldn't have slept.
Mike Larry for president.
Mike Lowry was a bad dude.
Yeah, Mike Lowry was tough.
Now that he was gangster.
Yeah, Mike Larry bad boy.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
legend.
Oh, my
He was asking them too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Hancock.
Yeah, all that. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
he's
All
fine.
his roles, like you said, and I could agree with you saying, like having an outer body experience,
Yeah.
like them roles set in his mind.
He
You know
got
what
into
I'm
one of them
saying?
characters.
Yeah, he got into.
I ain't gonna lie though, that acting stuff can't go a little too far.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could.
And like, but in Hollywood, they teach you how to palm slap somebody. You
And
know what I'm
that's what he
saying?
did.
That's what he
You
did.
gotta
You
look
know?
at it. A lot of his action
Yeah.
movies, he's been like
Yeah.
active.
But look at Wild Wild West, man. Just go back and look at that clip.
I
how
mean, what
he
he
walked.
trained for?
like how
what's
he
that
walked
boxing
back.
movie he was in?
Ali.
Ali.
Yeah.
But nah, just look at the Wild Wild West, how he turned around and walked away from Chris Rock That's the same way he had his thumb in his belt, the way he walked in Wild Wild West.
Yeah, he was
Take a
ready.
look at it,
Yeah.
man. He was in character,
Look,
man.
he
He was at the Oscars.
And they
okay.
should turn to Mike Tyson then shit, because they ain't that
He
shit.
better watch his back.
He sure better.
Chris Rock brothers coming
I'm
for him.
telling you, he sure better. That's what he better be doing.
Chris Rock,
And
not Pookie, but Chris
To
Rock.
be honest with you, though, I don't think Will
On
scared.
that though,
Huh?
I don't think he's scared either.
Well,
But
nah.
he got, hey, them Rock boys gonna get him though.
right?
Yeah, Tony Rock. Man.
He ain't gotta be scared to get beat up.
Yeah, all the rock boys together don't weigh them about 200 pounds.
All right, hey, just because
Hey.
you small don't mean nothing.
Hey, bigger you are, the harder
big-
you fall.
I'm telling you, that's why.
But my mom always said, "Baby,
Sure is.
you are
gotta be
not
Tell your-
knock them down."
Tell Mama call in, because I got to talk about
Oh, Lord.
All right,
Hey,
guys,
that's why I
man, the
got big
phone
feet,
lines
bro.
are open, man. Y'all can give us a call. I mean, the phone lines are definitely open right now, man. You can give us a call. We'll wait 2 to 3 minutes if anybody wants to call in, man, and
On any of these,
let their voice be heard on any of these topics. Feel free. The phone lines are open. 240-344-9209. If you don't want to call in, basically email us at ask.us@simplybaldropping.com, and we will read your comments and your email live on the next Simply Ball Dropping podcast.
Could Mr. V please call in? Cause I got to get his opinion on
Is
this.
he? I don't think he. here.
Man, Mr. V, where you at today,
I
man?
see
They
Meagan,
just calling
but I don't
for
see
you.
Mr.
I
V.
got to hear Mr. V opinion on that Will Smith thing. That's why I should call him myself.
Yeah.
I know he got some good stuff for
Oh,
us.
yeah. But if Mr. V, if you're available, man, you might not be available today, man. But if you're available, man, they want you to call in.
Feed him an update. Some comment tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got his opinion.
Yeah. So if anybody got any takes, man, you can still post your comments in. You know what I'm saying? And we'll address all the comments. But, you know, I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Like I said, man, once you get in the stream, if you've been in here for a while, share it out to your friends, for people that have been watching the live broadcast. And if you haven't, just share it out for people to catch it on the back end. You know, some
And-
entertainment for them. So,
And
you know.
kudos to Ketanji Brown, y'all.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
forgot
yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
you told
Ketanji
me
Brown,
that.
man, she
Yes.
been, you know,
She
I
made
ain't
history.
swear, I
First
ain't gonna say
black
swear it in, but you know, the first black. Go ahead.
confirmed, honey.
Yeah, she's
She is the first. Yeah, she's the first judge. She's made first black woman to be confirmed as U.S. Supreme Court. So
Wow.
that's big.
Now she got a voice.
That's
great.
big.
She can talk.
That's big.
She ain't no
So
housewife.
sure.
So shout out to all the black women.
Man.
Thank
Shout out to
Thank
the black
y'all.
women. I love the black women.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, I love black women.
Thank y'all.
So yeah, man. So like I said, man,
All right.
you know, we ain't gonna hold y'all no longer than y'all want to be held. You know what I'm saying? We gave y'all a great show. Like I said, you can still comment. You know what I'm saying? You can still call. You can still email us, and we'll address everything that you know you want us to address. And I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. You know what I'm saying? And thanks for all the support and people that's been rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? But we try to give y'all the best that we can give you. And you know, I feel today we had a great show.
Maybe we'll give them
Yeah.
maybe you can log in and give them a little after party footage.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
We
sometimes,
get
you
into the
know,
after party.
After
y'all.
party.
Yeah, we
Oh,
about to,
yeah.
yeah, we about to set sails. We about to hit the after party, man. You know, the post, what they say, the post game press conference, man.
Oh yeah, it's going down. After party's going down.
It's
We're gonna
going down.
We'll be live on
Louisiana
Facebook.
style.
yeah.
Yeah, we,
Bam, 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 bam.
yeah, y'all stay tuned. I might go live on Instagram, y'all.
Yeah.
man.
Ksapp go live.
I go live on Instagram, man. Simply ball dropping. We out and about, man. You know, protecting ourselves. But man, like I said, man, we appreciate you guys tuning in, man. And ain't nobody else got nothing else to say, man. That's gonna wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Once again, I'm your host and the man behind the mic, Ksapp. We got Ksapp Square. We got Sheena. And we got B Hunt. And man, guess what, y'all? We're gonna catch y'all on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.